All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Reader. So, one of the advantages of commenting on my videos is honestly, I really try to say yes to most requests, okay? If you ask me to look for a new ticker, I'll do it, right? If you ask me to make a video sooner, I'll do it, right? And this is an example. Yeah, I don't know how many times I've said no if I have, but for real, I mean, I say how appreciative I am of all of you, and I can't stress how much I am. Like, I can't believe how many people are watching these, and it blows my mind. So I promise you, if there's anything you want me to do, the last thing I want you to do is hesitate. Just throw it out there, all right? So we're going to be talking about TRUFF and mind medicine on this video, okay? Real quick, what are we going to do? Same thing we always do, right? We'll take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how things are setting up. We have our 5 moving averages, these horizontal support and resistance lines, and then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please like and subscribe, it does really well with the YouTube algorithms, but one more time, I am so grateful that you're here. Even if you don't, I promise you it's all good, right? Hey, if you disagree with anything, throw it in the comments, all right? I'm not pretending to be perfect, all-knowing, or some guru stock guy, right? Like, I am a regular person just giving you my thoughts, right? And I would really appreciate it if you thought something else. Let me know. You very well might be right. So, yeah, two-way street here, okay? So let's talk about TRUFF. And first and foremost, the 8 moving average is rule number 1, and you can see why. This thing like a beast runs. And then again, I often say it, once you can get over all 5 moving averages, oh my gosh, it's a beautiful thing, right? And you hear me say it, right? I'm not here to trade in between these. I'm almost not even here to trade in between that, right? I would much rather wait and just watch that thing go up, go to bed, and feel good. Even on these red candle days, you're still going up, right? I mean, it's a beautiful thing, right? I did not make up this 8 moving average rule. I didn't wake up one day and it was like, oh, magical line, right? So it's doing its job here. So look, this right here is definitely catching my eye, okay? It caught my eye a couple days ago when it was right here and it was reading 89. Caught my eye a couple days ago right here at 79, right? I mean, this has been living pretty high on the RSI scale. I generally say 80 means it's overbought and you need a cool down coming. Obviously, I'm going to say the same thing about 90, right? That said, look, as long as you're over the 8 moving average, there's only so much I can do, right? I always say 80% of the work is up here, and for real, if you can hold the 8, man, it does wonders, and it really can make up for some weird things down here, right? Look at that volume. How pretty a like, let me just zoom out a bit, okay? Look at I'm zooming out really. I mean, this is a lot of there has been no, this is a almost, but definitely not very sustained. Nowhere has there been this much green in this view that we're at. This is at least a little bit more than a year, right? I'm going to go on the weekly just to see what the weekly looks like. Man, look at that. Okay, this is obviously decent, right? But after that, let me just kind of go away from that. Look at this thing. There, again, there was this little moment right here. This looks a lot nicer. This volume is monstrous. Oh, really interesting. Oh, I didn't draw my 13-cent line. Oh, okay, hold on. If you look in the comments, I've been talking about 13 cents, and that I think came from here. Yeah, for sure. Okay, I've been talking. Okay, I'm sorry that wasn't there. My apologies. And look, that right there is, I remember, yeah, for sure, for sure. The 13-cent line came from where I drew it, and look at that. It is lining up perfectly with the 100 moving average, okay? We have never, this is going to be the last moving average, and look, when we were right here, I mean, oh my gosh, I'm getting lost in thought. I really am here. One more time though, what am I looking at again? Look, this is a 77 on the weekly. This is a 90 on the daily. Man, this thing should be needing to cool down. But for real, if this line is broken, oh, it could get real silly. honestly, because then this is going to be the next tranche at 15. And again, going from 13 to 15 is a big move. I know it only sounds like 2 cents, but look, 1 cent is a double digit, right? So I mean, it's substantial when you're moving pennies on a penny stock, right? After this tranche, you're pretty much rolling all the way to maybe this. You know what I mean? Basically, the first green candle of where it landed, right? So these next two lines are definitely really interesting. But yeah, if it can break, man, there's plenty of room here. And let's be honest, these are really good readings on the weekly. I do wish again this was a little lower. We've already surpassed, yeah, how the highest RSI weekly we've had, right? So, man, there's a lot to be bullish here. Maybe I'm just being a little pessimistic here. You know what I mean? I'm a little scared of a trader. I'll be honest with you. I generally think things are a little too good to be true sometimes. And look, this is a smaller stack than I normally use, right? If I was moving my money, I would be looking at the one and it has just a little more. I don't know if I would see a little more or not, but it's crazy that I mean everything is still saying go go go, and I realize that I'm saying, hey, I don't know if it's going to cool down. Man, I really might be wrong. I'm telling you, I might be. But what do I see happening? Look, maybe we're going to come down to the 8. Maybe we'll come down to either this line or this line right here. The very, very lowest I see this thing going is around here, 8.4, 8.3, maybe 8.5. I do not think we're coming anywhere near back to the 200. And look, the 50 is about to pass it. Did we actually already golden cross it? No, it's just under it. But yeah, if it ever came this low, the 50 will be the next one to catch it. You know what I mean? So this plateau is the lowest I see it going. Ideally, it doesn't go lower than this. I'm maybe being a little too pessimistic, and man, this thing might break that 13 and keep going, right? Because again, that volume is wild. MACD actually still looks good. RSI, you know, I'm saying is too high, right? And look, has it actually been this high before? Nah, 81 and 82. Yeah, look at that. Damn, man. I'm telling you, I think that RSI is just kind of... But again, these look good, right? How high of... Yeah, we already said it went... I mean, man, you can tell I'm a little uncertain here, right? So those are my thoughts. I don't want to push it too much. MNMD, Mind Medicine. Let's look at the next one. Ooh, definitely not as good. So I'll tell you this much. I know it didn't do that good because I had some alerts wanting to fill this gap so bad and they never hit, which really sucks, right? But again, is what it is, right? We're here for confirmation, right? And yeah, we tested the line twice, but definitely never got confirmation, right? So again, I'll definitely set it again just to do it on this video. But yeah, if we can get to like 405, oh my gosh, there's so much of a reason to be really happy because obviously that gap right there looks just too good. What's happening right now, though, not something I like seeing, okay? We're definitely, because this day closed under the 8. Yeah, for sure it did. We're 1, 2, 3, 4 days under the 8, and we are now 1 day under the 20. Do not like that at all, right? Hopefully we can hold this plateau, obviously, with this line right here. Otherwise, this green makes it a real scary concern if this line is lost right here. You know, obviously we have these, so basically I'll say if we lose the 50, man, that'd be a little scary. Hopefully this 100 will hold, but I can't imagine. Yeah, look, this really is the first like moment over the 100, and we really didn't go rocket up as much as you would have expected the first. Like, look at that thing, right? Rocket up, right? If you're going to break a line that you've like almost never broken, you should get a little more than what happened here. You know what I mean? So I can quickly see if we lose the 50, I don't think this 100 is going to hold. You know what I mean? And especially if we have this green right there, quickly could go red to, man, maybe to like right there, actually. Yeah, maybe even to like right there. Maybe this 100 will hold. We'll see. But yeah, overall, this is definitely not good. Tomorrow matters a lot, right? Because this is only the first day that we've lost the 20. Definitely looked like it was actually going to lose the support, but at least it was able to squeeze back up, right? Still under the 20, but hey, the wick said it wanted to go even lower and go all the way below that, right? So could be worse. But yeah, not liking that MACD. RSI has been pretty neutral to say the least. And yeah, after that little spike right there, because again, if you're going to break these big lines on a big candle, it really should have done a lot more, right? But obviously didn't. So Yeah, it's definitely fizzled out since then. And I'll be honest with you, I think a little bit of this mind medicine lackluster movement has me a little worried, but I almost can't even say that because this thing's been lackluster for the last, what do we say, 5, 6 days, right? Truff's been running up the last 5, 6 days, right? So I don't think it's quite a good apples to apples chart comparison, even though they're both obviously in the same sector. You know what I mean? So I don't think I'm gonna let this negativity influence the other one. But again, you saw how iffy I was on the other one already, right? Yeah, look, again, look, this actually still might have a shot at running this up, right? We are still technically over the 8 moving average. I hate that we definitely overtook that, right? I don't know if we're going to be able to come back up to 50% here, but we're at least looking like we're at least over 50% candle right there, right? So let's at least hold that. I'll take being over that, but yeah, man, I'm telling you, this should have gone up. I really don't know why it didn't. Again, it really sucks, right? Is what it is, but yeah, not the greatest analysis on either. I'm gonna be real honest. That Truff one, I'm still kind of thinking about as I'm looking at this chart, and really this one again, I think $3 is pretty much the analysis here. So again, feel free to disagree with anything I said. Let me know. Otherwise, I sincerely appreciate your time so much.